Shrink.
So,
But what's the right way to say it?
shrink,
Shrink. Okay.
shrink,
Shrink.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
Shrink. Yeah.
And then the camera starts really go, welcome to Meet the Legends, yeah.
And then he goes, yeah.
Yeah, he huffed
Yeah.
and he puffed, and she slays the house down.
And that's all serious.
Aloha everybody, and welcome back to Meet the Legends. Today we have none other than my best friend, Mr. Remy Otto Schwenk.
Hi everyone, my name is Remy Otto Schwink. I am 30 years young and I'm currently working as the Marketing and Promotions Coordinator at AUT. A fun fact about myself is that I am also a Zumba instructor and currently a gaming streamer. So yeah, that's me. Thank you for having me.
Did you know what you wanted to do in year 13 before pursuing studies, or what was that like for you?
It's very interesting. When I was at high school, which was many moons ago now, it was, I sort of had an idea on what I enjoyed at school. So I was really into like the design areas of school. So I did graphics. It was called graphics back then. I'm not sure if that's what it's called now. Also,
I'm pretty sure it's
ICT.
graphics.
Yeah, graphics. ICT I did as well. And I also did art. By the end of year 13, I discovered I can't use a paintbrush properly. So she went to the computers and did design there. Yeah. So yeah, then I ended up pursuing design in my first pathway after high school. Mm-hmm.
What inspires you to keep pushing forward when things seem overwhelming?
That's a great question. I would say that I, like a lot of humans, I do tend to feel overwhelmed from time to time. And I think it's a natural part of the human experience. So I actually find that when I get overwhelmed, as opposed to pushing forward, I actually take breaks. So I find that that's really good in terms of being able to just understand what my body's telling me, whether it's, you need to sleep or you need to eat, or perhaps something just like you need to spend time with your friends, or you need to take a break from a certain thing. Just trying to, I would say when I get those messages of feeling overwhelmed, I do my best to tap into them and acknowledge them and take a break. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you could pick one thing or one highlight in your career, and your work life, what would it be and why?
But the one that comes to mind is definitely when I started my job at AUT as the gym supervisor. So I touched a bit on my design background in the beginning, but I also ended up taking on a course on personal training, and then I ended up going through that route, the fitness industry. It was really nice to be working in a space that prepares young people, or actually all people really, for what's out there in the world, and also just feeding more knowledge into their skill sets that they might already have. So it was really, I found it a really cool environment to be in. And because I work in the south side, or Okelangi, and born and raised, so
275.
really nice. Hey, what's up? So I really enjoyed working in the community that raised me. I think there's something that's quite rewarding about working within your communities and with your people.
Period. How does it feel like looking back at your journey, and what is something that you've learned and something that you're still learning?
That every experience has purpose and is meaningful in your life. Every experience. So even if they might feel a certain way as you go through them, like some of them might feel really good, some of them might feel really intense or not so good, they all actually add value to your experience as a whole. So I started, just for an example, when I started after high school, I pursued a design career, and I was working as a full-time graphic designer for a few years, and then I decided that I was feeling overwhelmed at that point. So I took a break, I took a step out, and I ended up working in customer service for a little while. And it was really nice to dial it back, take a break, reevaluate. I started doing fitness, and then I enjoyed that, and I pursued it because I was like, hey, feels really good. Let's go and try doing some more fitness type stuff. Ended up working as a trainer for a few years, about 3-4 years. Actually, no, I think longer. 6 years. And then now where I'm at today as the marketing and promotions coordinator, it's like a full, is it 360? Yes, because I'm going back. Yeah, I was like, she's doing her angles.
Yeah, that sounds like math. Sorry, can't help you.
Help us out in the comments, everyone.
Cue that meme with that lady and like the math like equations in the back.
Yeah. I started off in design, went through fitness, and now I'm doing design in the fitness industry. So every experience is meaningful and important. Like, regardless of how it might feel at the time, they all create a well-rounded experience for you as a whole. So yeah, trust the process.
Period. Absolutely. I cannot stress that enough. Trust the process. All right. So we have a question from one of our young people, and our young person asks, if you could speak to your younger self, what would you say?
When I was younger, I definitely struggled with identity and being myself. So now identifying as a proud Fa'afafine and a gay man, there were a lot of aspects of me that were present when I was younger that now that I'm older, I'm reclaiming, because I used to hide them because of how I was treated, at times, certain
people can be mean.
Especially when you're young, especially when you're young, but...
Oh, kids are the worst. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Not my kids though. Sorry guys, not you guys. You guys are fine.
Yeah, it's just, when you're younger, like, life is rough because, I found that people's opinions of me really mattered, and I was always trying to fit in. But then when I got older, I realized that all of those aspects of me that I'm reclaiming, they actually are what help me flourish now in the spaces that I'm in. Like, the fact that I really enjoy the color pink. It's my favorite color, and it sounds very minimal to some people, like, as in, oh, but everyone can like pink. It's like, girl, when I tried to like pink when I was young, I'd honestly tell my younger self, you can like pink, you can like Sailor Moon, you will wear the t-shirt when you're 30, and nobody gonna bat an eye, because you're living your best life, and you're gonna find your communities, dear, and they're gonna thrive with you, and you just trust the process. We'll make it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Don't worry, girl, I got you. Yeah, that's what I would just tell my younger self. Just be you. You'll find your people. Just keep shining your light. It'll attract the right people towards you.
We are in level 3. Everybody's probably sick of each other by now. So do you have any words of aloha to share with our young people during these uncertain times?
Definitely look after yourself as best you can. Be kind to yourself in these times. If you can, connect with people that make you feel good, whether it's through a call or a voice call, video call, or like I would through gaming. Yeah. Take some time to have a rest and reflect. And you're valid just as you are, regardless of what you're doing in lockdown. You're always valid, you're always important. Look after yourself, and we'll see you on the other side.
Period. All right, so that brings us to the end of our interview. Hey, I just want to say thank you for being such a light and such a delight and a joy, especially when the world can be quite grim and quite, I can't say that online, but the work can be cruel. So yeah, thank you for spreading the joy through the work that you do. And like you said, we will see you on the flip side. Okay.
Period.
Bye.
We got this, Sam. Bye for now. Bye, soy fua.